Somewhere inside your brain is a fear that has nothing to do with anything that has ever happened to you. The instinct to scan a tree line before stepping outside. The way complete darkness makes your stomach tighten. The specific dread of something in the water that you cannot see. These are not learned behaviors. They are inherited ones. For most of human history, something was hunting you. And in 3 specific documented cases, it still was. 1900. The Himalayan foothills of northern India. A small village at the edge of a forest. You are a woman collecting firewood. You do this every day. You have done it every day for years. You do not come home. In the village of Champawat, this was not unusual anymore. Someone disappeared from the fields, from the road, from the edge of the market, always in daylight, always leaving nothing but blood. The animal responsible was a female Bengal tiger. She had begun killing in Nepal in the late 1890s, averaging roughly 1 person per week. The Nepalese Army was called in, not hunters, the actual army, and after failing to stop her, they drove her across the border into India. She did not stop. Over 8 years across 2 countries, this single tigress killed 436 documented people. It is the highest confirmed kill count ever recorded for a single non-human animal in history. The Guinness Book of World Records. Verified. She killed mostly women and children, the ones who moved alone near the forest's edge. She always killed during the day. She had no fear of human beings whatsoever. Villagers stopped leaving their homes. Fields went unharvested. Men refused to work after hearing her roar from the tree line. 1 animal, 1 region. Life stopped. When hunters finally examined her body after she was killed in 1907, they found her right canine teeth shattered to the bone, a wound from an old gunshot. She had been physically unable to hunt deer, so she found something easier. She found us. 1898, Kenya. The British Empire is building a railway. 3,000 workers from India have been brought to the Tsavo River to construct a bridge over the water. They sleep in tents. They work through the day. They light fires at night to keep the wildlife back. The fires don't work. 2 male lions have discovered that the camp is full of prey that cannot outrun them, cannot fight back, and is available every single night without any hunting required. The workers call them the Ghost and the Darkness. They drag men from their tents in the night, not randomly, but methodically, working together, one creating a distraction while the other takes the victim. Hundreds of workers flee the camp. Bridge construction stops entirely. The situation became so catastrophic that Lord Salisbury, the Prime Minister of the United Kingdom, addressed the House of Lords about 2 lions. He said the railway project had been halted because the lions had conceived a most unfortunate taste for our workmen. It took 9 months and a professional hunter named Patterson to kill them. When they were finally brought down, each lion required 8 men just to carry the body. They were not particularly large. They had simply learned that humans were easy. And then there is the case that nobody talks about. 1932, the Njombe district of Tanzania, a region of rolling highlands and scattered villages, 8 hours south of Nairobi. It begins the way it always begins. A herder vanishes near the edge of a field, then a woman at a water source, then a child from a maize plot. But this is not 1 animal, this is 15. A pride of lions, 3 generations of them, has stopped hunting wildebeest and antelope. The colonial government had killed most of the local prey animals to contain a livestock disease. The lions faced a choice between starvation and adaptation. They adapted. What makes the Njombe Pride different from every other man-eating case in recorded history is this. They did not stumble into hunting humans out of desperation and then stop. They institutionalized it. They passed the behavior to their cubs, who passed it to their cubs. Hunting humans became not a survival strategy, but the strategy, a learned tradition. 3 generations of lions, passed down like a skill. The Njombe lions hunted across an area covering over 80 villages. Their method was documented by George Rushby, the British game warden sent to stop them. They traveled up to 20 miles at night, in complete silence. By day, they attacked. Teams worked in relay, dragging bodies into the bush before feeding so that the carcasses stayed hidden and no one could track them. 80 villages, 15 years. At their peak, they were killing 5 to 8 people every month. Markets closed. Fields emptied. Entire communities stopped functioning. Locals became so terrified that they refused to speak the lions' names aloud, believing that saying it would summon them. When Rushby finally hunted them down between 1945 and 1947, killing roughly 15 lions, the attacks stopped. The total confirmed death count between 1,000 and 1,500 people. One pride of lions. 15 years, 1,500 people. George Rushby wrote in his memoir, "The renowned man-eaters of Tsavo were very small fry compared to what these proved to be." Here is the fact that sits underneath all three of these stories. In each case, the animals did not become man-eaters because they were born dangerous. They became man-eaters because something in their environment changed. A broken tooth, a vanishing prey population, a colonial government decision about livestock disease. And they responded to that change by learning. They learned that humans were available. They learned that humans were catchable. They learned that humans did not fight back effectively. And then they taught their children. The fear of being hunted, the one hardwired into your nervous system, the one you were born with, is not irrational. It is ancestral memory. It is the accumulated experience of thousands of years of exactly this. For most of history, something was watching you from the trees. Sometimes it still was. The Champawat Tiger, 436 people, 8 years. The Tsavo Lions, construction of the British Empire's railway, halted, 9 months. The Njombe Pride, 80 villages, 15 years, 1,500 people, 3 animals, 3 documented cases, the largest recorded predation campaigns against human beings in history. None of them were accidents. All of them were learned. If stories like this are the ones that stay with you, subscribe. There are more.